Every person has at least one distinct moment that ruins the rest of their life in some small way. That moment can never be unfucked, and that person will never see the world in quite the same light. Howard Phillips served the best seafood in Boston, Massachusetts. The calamari had a cult following, but its crab was second to none. At $19.13 for a whole, fresh, deep-fried, soft-shell crab, it was nothing short of a steal. It was decadence incarnate, with neither spritz of lemon nor dab of sauce needed to detract from its buttery cascades of flavor. Paired with a dry German Riesling, the taste lingered in a way that transcended culinary excellence and entered zen-like satisfaction. No one noticed the tiny droplet of spittle fall from my lip as the dish was placed before me. And after the first crunch, I noticed no one else. I was nearly unaware that I had consumed half the crab. My hand had been floating to my lips of its own accord, completely detached from this conscious discretion of my brain. It took several attempts for the waiter to get my attention. Sweat covered his bald, pointy, egg-shaped forehead. "Sir!" he insisted as loudly as possible without attracting even more attention from the nearby guests. "Sir! I need to speak with you, please." I swallowed. "Yes?" I was very annoyed. With my attention fully given, he seemed at a loss. He swallowed. "It seems, sir, that one of our staff was upset with the recent online review that you gave concerning our calamari." He breathed deeply. "The employee who is being dealt with chose express his frustration in the most unprofessional manner." I looked at him in confusion as my hand reached for another forkful. "Sir, stop eating!" I was shocked. Then I followed his eyes to my plate. I remember that the first bite had been crunchy. It shouldn't have been crunchy. The deep-fried crab was supposed to have 8 legs, but 2 of those should have been claws. This crab had no claws, just 8 legs. Then it twitched. Though deep-fried, my dinner was not dead. Nausea attacked me like a fucking hurricane. But instead of bile, I felt a solid object rise from my throat. Its hairy, bristly legs raked my uvula as it burst forth between my teeth. Those tiny little hairs fucking hurt. It caressed my tongue as it tumbled from my mouth and landed on the plate with a soft clunk. My stomach had dissolved the breading, revealing the true nature of the meat beneath. The long black leg of a spider, which had just been in my stomach, jittered on my plate. "It seems, sir, that the man sought revenge. He wanted to hurt you, to horrify you," he gulped. "So he acquired a tarantula and deep-fried it instead of a crab." I puked my dry Riesling onto the plate with a splorch. "I'm so sorry, sir." The uneaten half of the tarantula was in full squirm, mindlessly pushing itself around the spunk-filled plate. The tiny razor-sharp hairs were now poking through the breading as it flaked off and dissolved in the Riesling puke. Whatever that means. Its 4 remaining legs slowly waved at me like a hairy hand. I wanted to faint and never reawaken. Only a sense of fury kept my consciousness going. "Well," I shrieked, ignoring the increasing shock of the guests around us, "are you going to call an ambulance?" "Don't worry, sir," he responded, relieved. "You will be fine. The FDA allows a certain amount of arachnid parts in food. In fact, you consume spiders all the time. The only different thing about today is you've seen how it happens." The end.